Hi, I'm Jacob Fleming. This is the third part to my project. I talked with Chef Adam Dong about the profitability and revenue coming in for Albi. Chef Adam Dong is the chef de cuisine when Chef Michael Rafidi is not on site, which, as of recently, is quite often since he just opened a new restaurant in Union Market and plans to open another one in Union Market in the next 2 months. First thing we talked about was revenue. Revenue comes in for Albi through food and liquor sales. Food sales are high, but at the same time, a bit lower than some other restaurants in DC, since Albi offers a more bang for your buck tasting menu than other restaurants so that more people can get this experience. Liquor sales is a quite high percent for Albi because of the pairing menu and the assortments of wine that are advertised to customers through the bar staff and sommelier. The bar is probably the biggest revenue maker because people are ordering smaller dishes that cost the restaurant less money to make. So there's a higher profitability percent than other dishes. And people are constantly ordering alcohol. And probably the biggest part for the bar making revenue is there's more turns than the tables because people are staying for less time. So whereas tables get maybe 2 turns in a night, the bar can get 4 to 5 in a night. So the bar fills up quite quickly at Albi and no reservation is needed for the bar, so many walk-ins end up eating at the bar. Expenses, one of the bigger ones is labor, but most of the staff is on wage, so that staying later and such will not result in the restaurant having to spend more money on workers, and the hours worked don't have to be as monitored as if everyone was hourly. There are still hourly workers, but they come in later in the day, so they're not working as many hours as the wage staff. And as people are trained and more used to coming in earlier and earlier, they will be switched over to wage. Another big expense is food waste, since there's so much food getting made and us turning over food every day to every other day to keep freshness and make sure that the item is perfect for the customer. Any mistakes, anything like that, will either get thrown out or saved for family meal the next day. So a lot of that food is not going towards making money, and that is the biggest expense at Albi. The way that the chefs check financials mainly is through chefs' meetings where they will compare prices of distributors, such as if one distributor has tomatoes for $3.50 a pound and the other one has tomatoes for $3 a pound, they'll go with the $3 a pound as long as it's still quality and is matched in quality as the other distributor. And with the amount that Albi orders, the price skyrockets instead of it just being a 50-cent save to like hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars, depending on what the item is. Also, a big thing is knowing how much to order and storing it properly so that things have a longer shelf life, such as herbs, so that they're not wilting and just sitting in the walk-in getting brown and kind of wet. We make sure that we're ordering as much as we need for the week and that it's being stored properly with paper towels on top and on bottom so that they're not wilting as quickly as they would if they were stored just in a container by themselves. Going into terms, starting with profit and loss statement, that is going to combine all the terms together, basically, where you're taking total sales and total cost of sales, calculating them. You're subtracting total cost of sales from total sales, and you're finding the gross profit. Total sales is how much was made for the restaurant through sales. For Albi, that is just food and liquor sales. Then what is calculated is total cost of sales. Total cost of sales is what is spent, such as utilities, wage, food waste, cost of making food, and that's how much money from sales is not going towards profit. Gross profit is the revenue after those expenses. So once you take the total cost of sales and subtract it from total sales, you get your gross profit, which is how much money is coming to the restaurant and how much can be reinvested into the restaurant and go back towards investors or owners. And then you calculate gross profit percent. So that's the percentage that is the profit from the total sales. So say your total sales are $10,000 and your profit is $1,000, your gross profit percent would be 10%. It's very important that the chefs check this so that they know where money is being lost in the company and to make sure the company is still making money. Say that food waste was a high percent of total cost of sales, they'll make sure that they're ordering less, they'll make sure that less is being prepped, less mistakes are happening, and people are being trained better, so that the gross profit percent will go up. In turn, gross profit will go up. Thank you for watching, and that is the end of the video.